Hey, happy and healthy altitudes to you. Hello, I'm coming to you from Healthy Altitudes, Colorado. My name is Gary Giannetti, and I'm going to take you through a quick workout. Kind of quick. It's going to be about 40 minutes long, and we're going to call it Back to Basics. We're going to get some cardio, we're going to get some core, and we're going to get some strength work. It's going to be pretty simple. Hopefully it'll be joint friendly. I'm going to give you three different options. Level 1 is the easier option, level 2 a little harder, level 3 the hardest. What you'll need for this workout is a pair of dumbbells, light dumbbells, something that you could lift maybe 15 to 20 times for a bicep curl, and a chair. So go ahead and grab a chair and some dumbbells, and we're going to get started with a warm-up. So you've got your chair, we're going to grab a pair of dumbbells, and we're going to get rolling here with some exercises. Just go ahead and put your weights off to the side for now, remembering to use your legs as you put your weights off to the side. All right, so to warm up, let's just get our hips loose. We're just going to come out and around, bringing your legs out in front of you, making some circles with your hips, going forwards, to try to get your hips to loosen up in the front. That's our goal. Making sure also that you have a little room around you so that you can move freely about the cabin. All right, so we're going to hit these forward movements, getting our legs loose. Just a simple basic movement. Now, as you're warming up, what you're doing is you're checking in with your body, what's tight, what's loose, what wants to get strong, all these good things. Now, let's go backwards. Just making some circles backwards. So looking at it from the side, just trying to kick my legs backwards. Getting some backwards circles. And you can think about using your abdominals, your core, trying to keep everything moving through there gradually. That's the way to go. All right, so as you're doing these, it should be fairly easy to feel out what's tight, what's loose. We're going to go to our arms now, just making some circles forwards. 5 to 10 forwards, getting those shoulders and arms loose. We're going to start with some cardio exercises, and then we're going to go through and go backwards. Our strength exercises, using our chair a little bit, and then we're going to go through some of our core exercises. Settle in, but don't get comfortable. We're going to get moving and grooving, filling our morning, our afternoon, our evening, whenever you're doing this workout with some fresh exercise. So let's put our feet out wide, come down, reach up with one side. We're just going to get about 5 to 10 of these. Your legs are fairly straight, so you're shifting your weight right to left, getting the inside and outside of your hips nice and loose. That's our goal on this one. Getting your hips and pelvis to move freely. All right, so we're getting warm now. A couple more things, just bringing our knees up. This is a good one to get our legs loose, get our heart pumping a little bit. We want to start getting that blood flowing a little bit. All right, so we're going to do a couple squats first as our first cardio exercise. We're just going to do those standing, or you can use your chair. Okay, remembering that with your squats, you want to try to let your shins stay on the same angle as your back. Now, if you're using your chair, remember light pressure on the chair and stand up. Or no pressure on the chair, just come down, use it as a reference, come up. Let's go for 1 minute. Feel out, are your hips and pelvis staying even as you come down into the chair? Imagine your hips and pelvis as a bucket, and you're trying to let the bucket tilt forward a little bit so that you can use your hips, your knees, and strength to get up and down. All right? Shins are on about the same angle as your low back as you squat. And you can use your camera for biofeedback and see what your form looks like. You don't need a mirror. You can use your camera and just see how that's looking. So our first little cardio exercise here after our warm-up. This workout's not designed to be a super high intensity workout. We want to focus on form in this workout. We will get a little cardio though, And let's keep that going. So what we're gonna do is let's just run in place. So start by using your arms and your legs. Level 1, just small steps. Small arms. Level 2, make it a little bigger. Level 3, go even bigger or go home, right? Go big or go home. So you've got your 3 levels of cardio here. Getting your heart rate up, getting your blood moving, and keeping strong with your heart. That's what it's all about. Having heart. I'm looking at the workout as we do this to see what we want to do next. And I'm going to throw a challenge at you for our cardio. We're going to start to work some sideways movements. You'll want to make sure you have a little room on the floor to do this. All right? So we're going to go side to side. Ready? Coming around with your feet, just crisscrossing your feet over. Some people call this grapevine, some people call it karaoke. Level 1, just work your feet. Go slow and deliberate. Level 2, a little faster. And level 3, use your arms and twist your feet and your hips and pelvis. All right? So you're just getting your whole body going as you move across. You don't need a lot of space. You can do this workout at a hotel. You can do this workout at home. Anywhere, really. We've got 20 more seconds. And we're going to keep our heart rate up again by getting some more strong heart rate work where we're going to keep going sideways. We're going to get figure 8s with our feet. Ready? So imagine you're going to make some 8s with your feet. You're going to come around in a circle, back, making 8s. Working on keeping a good tall posture. Look down if you want to figure out what your 8 will look like, but then try to look up and keep tight, quick feet. And this will help you work on reaction time. You can change directions. Going in opposite directions makes our brain work a different way. Thinking about movements in the other direction. Okay, staying fast so you're working your heart rate up. And that's our goal as we do our cardio exercises. And then before we go to our strength, we want to keep doing our cardio work. And we want to stay with the legs. So to keep with our legs and our cardio, we're going to go from here to our sideways step ups. All right, so what you can do is take your leg, you can either step up. Now level 1, don't step up to the chair, just step over to the side. Level 2, you can take it to the chair. Level 3, you're going to take it up, lift it up. All right, coming up. Again, form is what we're trying to shoot for here. So point your knee out, let the leg stay strong as you lift up. All right, form over speed for every exercise we do. And that's really the key with this workout, back to basics. Taking yourself back to the basics. And if you want to make them harder, join us on other workouts. But it's important to have some easy workouts and then some harder workouts. This is one of the easier ones to just work through some of our strength. We're going to go for 10 more seconds on this leg, and then we're going to switch it to the other side. Nicely done. We're going to switch to the other side. So you can do one of two things. You can either move your chair or move your feet. So again, your level 1 is coming over to the side and then back. Side. Push off this leg. All right? Push off this leg. Pushing off your heel is what's really the most important there. Keeping your heart rate up. Trying to go as fast as you can if you're doing them in level 1. That way you can keep your heart rate up. But also focus on the form. Remember, form over speed. And then level 2, taking it up to your chair. We're gonna have 20 more seconds. Level 3, pull it through. You got options. You can keep your heart pumping. You can do what makes you happy. It's your workout. I'm just putting ideas out there. Some are better than others. And then we're gonna come back to another sideways movement, sticking with our theme of sideways movements. We're just gonna put our chair aside, and we're gonna work our Heisman. So what we're gonna do, the Heisman trophy looks like this, where the guy is here, and that's how we're gonna work it out, okay? It's a wide receiver, stiff arming someone while he's holding a football. So we're gonna go here, 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 here. That's level 2, is switching your feet. Level 1, just step it, come in, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Level 2, a little more of a jump. Level 3, take it across even higher with your jump and your feet. 1 minute on this one to keep our cardio up, keeping our sideways movements in mind. A lot of the stuff we do every day puts us in front, right? Our arms are in our sagittal plane in front of us. We want to try to get our feet out to the sides, our hips out to the sides. 10 more seconds, our strength out to the sides. We're about 10 minutes into our workout here. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. So we're about 10 minutes in. Let's hit a little bit of strength before we go through that whole series again one more time. So for strength, let's take it down to our chair. Couple basics here. We're going to work the triceps first. So you're going to sit down right up at the edge of your chair. Hands are on the chair behind you. Lift up and down, up and down. Now, level 1, just lifting yourself up and down. Bending your elbows is the key here, okay? Elbows, not shoulders, elbows. Bend the elbows, extend the elbows. If you want to make it a little harder, bring your feet out in front of you, and you're going to come down maybe half an inch more. We do not want to come all the way down here. This is a very small movement. If it bothers your wrists, you can do a tricep kickback with dumbbells, okay? Or you can sit on the chair and do your kickbacks with dumbbells, okay? But we want to keep working those triceps. The other thing you can do if you want to make it harder is lift up a leg. So you're using your core, lift the other leg. Oh, don't worry, we'll keep going. We're going to go for another 30 seconds. Keep working those triceps. If it's burning, that means you're doing it right. If you're feeling it in the back of your arm, that's good. That means you're using it. That's what we want to do, okay? Keep up the good work. 10 seconds left. We want to work the back of the arms. That's the goal. Awesome breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so that's those triceps. We're going to flip it, and we're going to work our pecs and our shoulders a little bit, still using that chair. We're going to go for push-ups. So, level 1, you can even do these on your knees. Okay? Level 2, you can take it up, and we're going to come down and up. 1 minute of these. Level 3, just try to come up to 1 foot. All right? So you've got a few options on the strength set. Coming down and up. And down and up. Remember, you can switch feet if you're on 1 foot, level 3ing it. And you want to keep that strong balance, strong core. Here, you might use your shoulders a little bit. Oh, and those triceps we just used on that last set. Keep going strong. All right, we're going to go 15 more seconds. Stay with it. Breathing as you strength train. Very important. It helps those muscles get oxygen. 3, 2, 1. Bravely done. Okay, we're going to keep our cardio, our strength going, putting our feet out wide. Okay, just about shoulder width, toes pointed forward. Take it down to a squat. Touch your chair, but don't sit on it. Hold it for 1 minute. Ready, set, go. So you're just holding this. I'm not on the chair. But then look at your shins and your back. Think about what body positioning you have. Are you engaging your quads, your hips, your pelvis? Do you have a nice tall body? You want to keep your knees out so your body is tall. Back is flat. Staying strong and neutral with your neck. Keep going, we have 15 seconds left. All those quads, it burns so good. We're gonna hit hamstrings after this one. So make sure your weights are handy. If you want to use those, 5, 4, 3, try to keep your arms out of the equation. 1, nice job. Coming up, ooh, that feels so good. So we're gonna come down to another good strengthening exercise for our hamstrings. Coming down to all fours, okay? For this one, you're gonna take your leg, kick it up and down, up and down. So you're really trying to squeeze the glutes and the low back on the right leg. So this is level 1. Try not to let our hip over here fall. You want to keep your abs and core engaged and strong. What you're going to try to do is then kick your flat foot up to the ceiling. Just work on that on this first set. On your next set, or now if you want to, you can even put some weight in there. We're going to get a total of 1.5 minutes. Now putting a weight behind your knee does make it a little harder, so you have to keep focusing on that form. Okay? But keep going strong. We're going to go 20 more seconds. And you're really trying to keep your hip and pelvis still as you lift up strong with that leg. Feeling it in your low back, in your glutes, and feeling it in your hip, keeping it still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch it to the other side and keep going, lifting that left leg up, coming up as high as you can. Flat foot up towards the ceiling. Getting that extension out of your hip and the flexion out of your low back. Squeezing your glutes, bending your knee to 90 degrees. Oh, what a day to get fresh exercise in. It feels so good. Did you know that the blue whale's heart is over 5 feet long and can weigh over, I think, 400 pounds? Pretty crazy. And a blue whale can weigh over 40,000 pounds. Wow. Not only are we getting fitter, we're getting smarter too. Fun facts are good for our brain. You'll notice that I always try to throw something with our workouts. Keep working that glute and hamstring and low back. You got 5 more seconds on that side. And we're going to keep going strong. Actually, squeeze out a couple extra reps on this side because our glutes and hamstrings need the strength training. Nice job. We're going to go ahead and bring that leg down. And then we're going to come back to working our strength again. And to do that, we're going to try to take ourselves down to the chair with both feet. Now, you're going to sit down, but here's the challenge. Try to stand up with one leg, using your core and your balance. So, can you stand up out of the chair with one leg? Just try the left leg, and we'll work on that for 1 minute. This will engage your hips, your quads, and your glutes. Come back down slow on that one leg if you can. Sitting down very carefully on your chair. So level 2 or 3 is coming back down. Now, if you have knee problems, just stick to both legs. Do a level 1 regular squat, okay? That's really important to listen to your body. But this is a functional exercise to help us build up our strength and our stability in our legs. Okay? The other thing that's important with your workouts is to always mix them up. Keep your workouts fun and fresh. Changing them regularly keeps your brain adapting, keeps your body getting stronger. So you don't get stale. Your muscles can adapt. It'll help you be ready for the demands that are put on your body if you go hiking, or if you go biking or skiing. Let's go ahead and switch to the other foot. Again, take it slow all the way down first to feel where you are. And then try to stand up with one leg. If you can bring it down slow with that one leg. If you can't, okay, make a note of which leg is stronger than the other. And then also build the strength up independently on each side. Okay? Try to use your strength rather than your momentum as you get up and down. All right? And that's what it's all about, is strength on these strength exercises. We're going to go to core exercises next. And then we're going to go through most of this whole series one more time for the back 9 in our workout, or the second half of our workout. This is like a little pistol squat with this leg out in front of you, using your chair for guidance. Good job. So we're going to go to some core work next. So for core, we can start on the chair. Again, thinking about your lower abdominals, we want to scooch ourselves to the edge of the chair. And we're just going to get one leg, relax your arms and shoulders, lift that leg up. Keep your upper body tall and not moving. We're going to work on one side for 1 minute, and then we're going to try the other side for another minute, a whole nother minute. Okay, so coming up and down with one leg, you should feel this in your hip flexors and low abs on that right leg. All right, now staying tall with your upper body helps you work that just a little bit more, and that's where we want to find that balance of posture and core strengthening and stability. 10 seconds left on this side, and then we're going to get a minute on the other side. Breathing as you exhale, you'll lift up. And then let's go ahead and match those feet up and switch to the other side. So as you're doing these, remember, you're tightening the front, strengthening the hip, and then stretching and lengthening the back. So we want to try to keep our bucket in mind, lifting up, keeping yourself nice and tall with your upper body, and trying to think about getting that leg as high as you can for the abdominals to work. Minimal movement with our upper body, good range of motion with our lower body. Oh, it starts to burn as you come into that minute mark. And then we're going to have 2 options for the next exercise, either on the chair or on the floor. Nice job, that's it. So bicycles. Now in the chair, you're going to want to probably find a spot to hold yourself up and make some bicycle movements. On the floor, we're going to lay flat and make them as big as you can. Let's go for 1 minute. Pick whichever one you want. Okay? Pick whichever one you want. Pull your knee up and then extend your legs out like you're on a bicycle, getting a big range of motion and a strong pedaling movement. Okay? That's the most important part there, is that extension. Now, if you have back problems, remember to lift up your hips and pelvis. If you don't have back problems, even still, think about lifting up your hips and pelvis so you're tucking your belly button in and you're lifting the front of your hips and pelvis up, tilting that bucket backwards almost while you're laying down, closing the gap in the small of your back. So giving yourself back support. You can give yourself back support too by putting your arms on the ground and your head on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So while we're here on the ground, if you're not on the ground yet, let's take it down to the ground. We're going to do a side plank. Now, you can, again, level 1, you could do it here with your chair. Just work yourself to this position, okay? That'll distribute some weight to your feet. Level 2, we'll come down to the ground like this. Level 3, lift up an arm, lift up a leg. Ready? 30 seconds, ready, set, go. Hold it for 30 seconds. And you can pick whichever one you want to do. We want to work the lower abdominals and the obliques right in here. Stay nice and strong through your core all day long. Remember, our core muscles are the muscles that hold us up all day, so we want to hold those strong. We need to hold those strong to keep good posture. That'll alleviate pressure on our spine, low back. Great job, that's 30 seconds. Bring it down, switch sides. We're gonna go to the other side for the other 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Whatever you did on that first side, do the same thing on this side. Try to keep it consistent. Keep breathing while you're there, lifting up, holding that side of your body up off the ground, keeping it really, really strong. And as you breathe, you're gonna crunch your abdominals. Okay, you're doing really, really well. You have to keep strong on this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Walk it back down. My all-time favorite, the regular plank. So you can use your chair again for level 1. Regular plank will look like this. All right, push your heels into the floor so you can stretch out your calves, okay? Tucking your belly button in. Now, if that's easy for you in level 1, walk yourself down to the floor and do the same thing on the floor. So here's level 2, all right? Tucking in, pulling our abs tight. Ready, set, go. And level 3, lift up, squeeze your glutes on that right. Lift up, squeeze the glutes on the left, alternating sides. Your hands are at chest height. Often I see people with their hands too far forward, up here. Drop your hands to chest height so you can feel that buildup of strength in your abdominals. We're gonna go for 30 more seconds. Neutral neck, keeping your whole core strong. Okay, if you want to make it more fun, you can kick out to the sides. 15 seconds left. You have these options. We're switching things up to add variety into your workout. And that's really important to keep that in mind. Okay, because that variety hits your muscles from different angles. Good job. So we're going to bring ourselves back up. And again, keeping your core strong. We're going to try one last thing here before we go back to our cardio. Let's go ahead and stand tall. Stand on your left leg. Bring your right leg up in front of you and try to keep it nice and straight. Let's hold this and see if you can hold that without your upper body doing anything. How high can you bring that leg? Keep holding it. I'll tell you when we hit 30 seconds and see if you've kept that up there for 30 seconds without letting it fall. Using your hip, your abdominal strength, you're going to crunch in a little bit to use your abdominals. If it gets hard and your leg falls, well, we need to keep building hip and ab strength. All right, it's a good little metric. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Plus, it works your balance, and balance is a basic movement. Bring the other leg up. We want to keep thinking about the basics here. And balance is such a basic, important thing. Ready, set, go. Holding it for 30 seconds. And the reason balance is important is because one of the number one reasons why people get hurt later in life is from slip and falls. If you can improve your balance now, it's a component of fitness that you can improve. You can also improve it with strength. You can also improve it with practice. And that's why we're doing these exercises, to build up our strength and by practicing movements so that we can keep our balance later. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So let's go back to cardio. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to our sideways movements. So we're going to either use your chair for the sideways step up or the ground. Level 1, down, up. Level 2, step it up. Let's go. 1 minute. Pick whichever one you want to do. Side steps, getting our heart pumping, getting the blood jumping. Did you know that the original name for Google was back rub? And then we're going to call it Google, which is, I think, a 1 with 100 zeros afterwards. Then they finally settled on Google. Back rub. That doesn't sound the same as Google. Hey, let me back rub that. It doesn't sound the same. Fun fact for our brain, fun fitness for your life. That's what it's all about. We're going to go 10 more seconds on this side, then you're going to switch. We're going to get the same thing on the other side. Again, doing it consistently on both sides. Building up your strength on both sides equally. That's it. Great job. So, other way we did it last time, left leg or right leg, whichever one you're on. Out to the side for level 1. Ready, go. 1 minute. Level 1. Getting those legs to move. All right, level 2. Take it up to your chair. Don't stare or eat a pear or look for a bear, but climb on a chair. I see you over there. Keep going strong. We're going to go for another 35 seconds. Building the strength up equally. From here, we're going to go back to our grapevine, figure eights, and Heisman's. Because we want to keep a little cardio in our day. We'll do some of the ones we did before. All right? And that way, it keeps it fun and fresh for our heart, but also for our strength as well, and balance. Awesome job letting your feet touch. When you come down to the ground, let both feet touch. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So let's go to figure eight. One more time. Giving yourself that 8 on the ground. Imagine an 8 and you're making those circles, and then look up while you do it. All right, let's see the smiles. And then, every once in a while, change directions. Change directions. Make sure you don't have a lot of stuff on the floor so you don't trip. Very important when you're doing these workouts. You don't need a lot of room. You just need to make sure you have some room where you can move your feet, making those 8s. Change directions again. All right, after this, we're going to go to the Heisman's. Remember how that one went. A good balance exercise, another good core exercise with spacing our legs out, working our balance and our core and our strength. Good work. All right, you did that one. You did those 8s. Now, Heisman's, remember you want to start here, and then you can do it either way, it doesn't matter, it's not an exact science. You want to take if you're sitting on your right foot, come across with your right arm, and then switch. Use the other arm to pull back. So you're pulling back from your shoulder blades. And if your coordination is off, it doesn't matter. Nobody's judging anybody here. If you're moving, you're doing it right. And that's the most important part. That's the absolute most important part. Keep moving. A body in motion stays in motion. And that's what's important. So keep thinking about getting your arm to extend and the other one to pull back. All right? Find a rhythm that works for you. And that's what's most important. Exhaling, keeping your heart pumping. After this one, we're going to go to our grapevines to keep working the balance, foot coordination, and foot speed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So we're going to go grapevines where you can just switch your feet in front and in back. Keep it random for that hip stability, balance, agility, coordination. Using again your arms and core. If you want to make it harder, work your feet. Work your arms and torso. Okay? That's the goal here. After this, we're going to take it back to strength work with our chair for some dips and some push-ups. We're coming in at about 35 minutes of movement here. That's good. We're doing it right. So you did it this far. Stick with it for a couple more minutes and you'll keep building strength for your life. All right, now coming back to our chair. Let's go back to the dips for our basics. Okay, either dips or with your weights, kickbacks if it bothers your wrists, okay? So, ready, set, go. Small dips. Again, if you want to make it harder, so this is your level 1. Level 2, lift up your legs. Work your balance. Lift the right leg for a little bit. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. Lift your left leg. Coming back. Alternating your feet. You can even throw in a march if you want to march your feet. Using the triceps is key, not the shoulders. So we're trying to bend the elbows. We'll use those shoulders a little more on our push-ups, which we're going to do right after this for 1 minute, okay? And we want to keep those arms nice and strong, not just the legs and the lateral movements. 3, 2, 1, nice job. So push-ups next with your chair. Come in, keep a nice strong torso, down, up, down, up. If you want to do regular push-ups, you can work yourself down to the ground. You could use your knees. Keep working on these for a minute with me. Stay with it. You can use your knees. You can use regular ones to make it harder, or you can start with regular and then work to your knees. But what's really important on this is, again, your hands are at chest height like we did on our plank, and that your back is staying flat as you come up and down. We're going to go 30 more seconds of push-ups. Pick your poison. You can do whichever ones you want. What's important is to keep your core tight, your arms strong, and your body as flat as possible. 15 seconds left. Breathing is good as you do your strength work. And then we're going to go back to the chair for those squats. One leg squats. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. If you can get up and down out of your chair with one leg. If not, just use both. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So for our chair, again, squats. Take it down, level 1, 2 feet, touch, but very gently. You don't even put all your weight in the chair. Down, up. Level 2, take it down on 2, take it up on 1. Level 3, take it down on 1, up on 1. All right, we're gonna go for 30 seconds starting now on that side. Oh yeah, when I'm talking, it throws the timing off, doesn't it? Gives you a whole new challenge. It's a beautiful thing. Challenges are good for our brain and our body. And we want to try to keep our brain and our body going. And that's what's most important. Keeping it up for our brain and our body. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. 30 seconds on that other leg. Last set. So, the world's oldest tortoise, 187 years old. His name was Jonathan. So now you know that brain health is good. You got your fitness health, and we put it all together right now. Strong finish here for this opposite one leg coming down and up, light pressure. Strong up. Light pressure on your way down. And then strong on the way up. Good job. So that's a great strengthening exercise for the legs. Last thing we're going to finish with here is a plank. Okay, so let's take it down again for some core work to finish strong. Now, holding your plank. Ready, set, go. 1 minute. Engage your core. Now, if you want to make this harder, you can throw in a mountain climber. Pull up your knees. Coming up towards your chest. Keep your back high. Exhale as you lift up high. Pulling up. Exhale. Pull up. Exhale. Pull up. Exhale. We're going to go 20 more seconds. This is our last set here. You made it through the whole workout. Hopefully you feel good. Hopefully you feel stronger. Hopefully you can enjoy some of the other workouts, the stretch workouts. And the total body workouts, this one is a little bit more about form, a little more basic, a little less strength with weight, and a lot more with body weight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. And then from that, I always like to walk myself up by using my legs and getting a stretch out of the hamstrings. And then standing up. Oh yeah, got a little sweat going today. Great work with the Back to Basics workout. Hope to see you at the next one. Hope you have an amazing day and stay active for your life.